Okay, and we are alive, guys. Right now, it's the Nightcup 26 on concrete, mapped by Noobyzor. We have 16 players battling it out right now with a broken script, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna do things manually. A lot of players seem to make this jump, but was there someone who actually made a mistake? I think we're gonna find out in a second. So, this round we're gonna have 3 KOs. After that, we're gonna have a couple rounds where there's gonna be 2 KOs, and then top 5 is only 1 KO. So, what a KO means is the last player who finishes will be knocked out and will have to go to spectator, and then keep on playing like that until there's no one left. So right now we have a big battle. Big battle going on. Look at how close and tight all these players are driving. It's actually a very nice sight to see. But we did have... Oh, I think I saw Sushi already making quite a big mistake, as well as Artis. Lost Sheep here battling it out together with Snowman. And I have to remind you guys, we are on rounds mode right now. So everyone is playing, at the same time. It's all or nothing. If you make a mistake, you can't restart or anything. You have to make the best of it. Artis is playing a little bit from the back. And I think we might be able to see... Yes, we are on 16 players right now. Morp. Oh, look at this battle. We have Ferry, Morp and Scandier actually in first place. So Scandier, he barely even practiced this map, but he's just that good and that experienced in the game that he doesn't really require that much practice to get really good. And that is exactly the reason why we see him right now on that first place together with Morp and Ferry. But it's so close. Look at Morp, he gets a better flip, takes over the lead there. Okay, while this battle is cool to follow, I'm gonna take a look at the back. So we have Sushi, who is currently not in last. It's not ordered on the rankings here, sadly. So we can't really see right now. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It doesn't show all the players here. But yeah, I'm not sure who's last right now. Either way, we have a bit of a spread going on now. So, as you can see, all the name tags in front. It's a huge battle. Shows top 3. Okay, I'll keep the camera on top 3 for now, at least. So we have Ferry and Morp who are battling it out. Scandier, not too far behind actually. But yeah, we're gonna see a quick display of insane skill and speed on this map when we take a look at these players. Look at them go, man. They're going so incredibly fast and like so risky as well. They just know how to drive this map the absolutely fastest way, basically. So we're gonna definitely see that in rounds. Later on we're gonna see some tricky parts as well as the water bounce, which is gonna be very deciding, I think. I predict that the water bounce skip will be very deciding. Gonna lose or gain you a lot of time if you make that. So I really love this section of the map where you have to get a lot of speed and drive up on this huge dam here. So you're gonna see it. Scandier is gonna do it now, and we see Morp and Ferry also in the front going for it. Very, very cool to drive that. Oh, Scandier, a little bit of a touch there. Losing him maybe a second or half a second. So yeah, right now we're gonna come up to the water bounce skip. And I wonder if Scandier is gonna go for it actually. It looks like he's gonna go for the speed. Yeah, he's definitely gonna go for it. So here, normally you would water bounce, but... damn, they're not actually going for it. I think they're just releasing to be safe. And going for the water bounce, but you can definitely skip that and gain, I don't know, like 5 seconds or something. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at the battle for, the last 3 players will not make it. And right now it looks to be Foot, Hazard, and Snowman. But wow, what an upset! Both Foot and Hazard on that the KO position. Oh, and Hazard actually getting overtaken here, and that is not so great. That would be very unfortunate, actually. So I'm gonna put the camera on Foot. He's right now on 14th position, which is not enough as of now. So I wonder if there is someone in front of him. It's Sushi. Sushi right now would be able to make it. He's in the hot spot. Yeah, I don't think Foot will be able to catch up if there's no mistake in the front. But you know, anything can happen on a map like this. We are still only halfway through this map. What happened to Hazard, Sag, and Foot? Yeah, that is unfortunate. But you know, on a map like this, with this length, with this difficulty, anything can happen. Even the best can fail under the pressure, as we see right now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a lot of mistakes actually in the front, so I'm gonna do a little bit of Cam 7, which is I think a bit easier to follow. We have, who's that? Arrow and Lost Sheep and Fizzerp, who are quite close, who are also in the hot seat. This is gonna be very, very tricky. Will they make the water bounce? Ooh, a bit of a lags, but yeah, they will make it. Wait, who is that? It's Summers! Yo, Summers and Sushi. Wait, they were behind as well. Wait, okay. And there is Snowman, who is on that the hot position right now. Wait, who is actually in last place? Is it Snowman? It's a bit harder to follow because of the update. We have, okay, let's see, Foot, and then we have Hazard, we have Summers and Sushi. And then behind that we have Snowman, I think. So Snowman, he is definitely out. But that means Foot is not in last place right now. It means that Sushi, Summers and Snowman are in last place. But look at this battle. Summers versus Hazard versus the hot spot, the hot position right now. It's going to be very close, I think. Oh, Summers barely getting that checkpoint. It's very risky to get at that checkpoint from below, I think. If you get a bad landing, you might not get it. Let's take a look for this battle here. Hazard is still very close, but he's keeping it together as of now. Summers definitely wants to catch up with him. I'm not sure if he knows that he's on that position, but I have a feeling that he does. Yeah, 14th place he is. So 14th, 15th and 16th place will not make it to the next round. We are nearing the last couple minutes of this map though. And still, there's not really any change between the distance between Hazard and Summers. You know, chances are running out for him to catch up. That is gonna be very scary though. Going for this very big jump, you want to have enough speed, but not too much, because you can also actually hit the roof there. And this section can be tricky. It can... oh, he's landing... It's very bad. Oh, okay. That's very valuable seconds lost for Summers there. Not landing the best. And Hazard actually doing it just fine, so he's actually gaining quite a lot on Summers there. So, oh, Foot, he made a mistake. Oh no. Wait. Foot made a mistake, as well as Sushi, who is turtling. Can he do it? Oh, Snowman also turtling. What is happening? Oh, and Sushi actually managed to get back onto the road, but yeah. Snowman, he is going for that respawn, so that is a very big time loss. Yeah, I believe he's in last place. So we have Snowman last place, Sushi into second last place, and let's see. I think Law Sheep, wait. No, Foot. Heeft Foot in third last? Yeah, Foot is actually in the third last position, which means... he will be out. I believe so. Let's just see what's happening in the last section. Yeah, Lost Sheep is quite far in front of him. Summer's also finishing. Very sad for Mr. Foot. It was actually very scary. He actually made quite a big mistake actually in the end. Wait, what? Yeah. Foot, Sushi and Snowman sadly won't be able to make it to the next round. Very unfortunate. Yeah, but they did qualify into the rounds mode though, so they did really give it their all. No, I don't think Foot is gonna be very happy with his performance. Sushi, no, he's one of the newer players, but maybe he wanted to get something better as well. But Snowman, you gotta give my hats off to Snowman, because I think he's a heavy underdog here. Or like a heavy underdog, and he managed to qualify. Not managed to make it through the first round. But still, good performance nevertheless. And now we have the second round, which is 2 KOs. I'm not gonna distract them in the chat. But yeah, 2 KOs. And I believe everyone's gonna make the jump. Oh, someone did not make the jump actually. It was Mr. Morpio. Oh no. He's getting flashbacks to the previous KO on Wunder, where he made a mistake very early on. But luckily though for him, it is it's not too far into the knockout stage. So I'm sure he has plenty of chances to get back with his pace. Yeah, so let me explain a little bit. Every last couple players will fall off basically until there's only one player left. So they're gonna play lots of rounds, and then every last player or every last 2 players will be knocked out, and then in the end there will only be one winner left. So that is how it works. And yo, Beta Toast, aka Mr. Foot. Trash vent drops, getting turtled every time. Typical Nightcup performance for me. Sadly, man. Sad. Yeah, I didn't catch the last mistake you made, actually, but you were last, and then you were 12th, and then you were last again, so that is very unfortunate. Yeah, Morpio, he's already made it back a little bit, and oh, he's actually not opting for the risky strat there. Arrow is going on the right pipe there, interestingly. But yeah, Morp made it back to the pack again, so he's all good. Oh, Ferry! Ferry, he's made a very big mistake. And is he on last place? He's not actually on last place. He is. Ferry is on last place right now. Am I seeing this correctly? He actually is on last place. That is crazy. I'm gonna keep the camera on him for now because this means a lot to him. And he's gonna try everything he can to just outpace all the other people. Ooh, that was very scary. You know, Ferry, Bolle? Yeah, Bolle is in. He is actually driving insanely fast. He is in first place. So we have Ferry in last place and Bolle in first place. So it's a Ferry and Bolle sandwich between the two brothers right now. But yeah, Ferry is catching up slowly, but securely and consistently to the pack. Lost Sheep is right in front of him. And mind you, there is 2 KOs this round. Not 1. So both Lost Sheep and Fairy would be KO'd right now. Fairy is definitely gonna look for a mistake here, but you know, with his pace, I think he has the chance to just catch up with raw pace. Oh, and he goes for it. Overtakes not 2 but 3 people, but with that crash he is still behind a little bit, but Chaos made a big mistake on the flip. So let me just... Cam 7 behind? No, there's no one behind Chaos right now. And Fairy actually managed to make it. And Fizzerp with a very annoying crash there, losing a lot of time. Which means that Fairy for now is safe. Chaos second to last, and Fizzerp is last with that big crash there. Lost Sheep on the hot seat. And we see Fairy still not too far in front, so Fairy has to be careful that he doesn't mess up a checkpoint or gets a respawn or anything, because that could still mean lights out for him. Morp, yeah, Morp with that big crash at the start, he's already in 3rd place. Ah, yeah, you can look at current CPs exactly. Yeah. So we have, but it's so close that it's like switching all the time. As you can see. Okay, let's take a look at the water bounce, because that is gonna be very scary. Put the camera on Scandy right now as we see a lot of players bouncing. Oof. Oh, Scandier! Holy shit! That's... oh man, that is unfortunate, but he does land on his 4 wheels. It did lose him a lot of time, but luckily he didn't have to respawn. No one had to respawn there actually, so we still have Fizzerp, who is at Chaos, and Lost Sheep battling it out right now. Put the camera on Lost Sheep right now because Chaos has to really fight for his life if he wants to stay in. I'm sure that Lost Sheep and Fizzerp know that they're in last and they're gonna do everything they can to catch up with the Milky Way player. Chaos hand. He is very consistent right now, consistently close together here. So is Lost Sheep gonna risk, or is he gonna hope for a mistake from Chaos? That is the question. Let me actually take a quick gander at Mr. Fizzerp. Okay, he is actually very far behind, so he made a bigger mistake, so it looks kinda grim for him. I think the battle is between Chaos and Lost Sheep right now. We still have a bit of a map to go, about 4 minutes. Oh, I saw a respawn. Who was that? It was Bolle. Bolle, who was in 1st place, leading this whole round. He finds himself in the hot seat right now, dropping down to 2nd to last place. And what is that? What is this map? First we have Fairy and Morp in very last place. And now we have the leading guy, who is leading a fair bit of the map, who is in 2nd to last. This is such a wild round we're seeing right now. And very unfortunate for Bolle, because I know he has been practicing a lot. And he really has to put that practice to work right now. But he makes a very big mistake. Slightly taps that little edge there, which forces him to not make that line. And that is not what he needs right now. Sheep's Hazard. Wait. Oh, we actually have Scandier also making a mistake, and Sheeps as well. Fizzerp still in last, but now we have Sheeps already calling the GG. I don't think he realizes what a mess this round has been. Oh, he's actually in last though. Oh no, Fizzerp in 2nd to last, and Scandier making very big mistakes there. Actually kind of saved by the other mistakes from the people. Oh, gotta stay hydrated. Thank you very much. Oh no. Yeah, I believe Sheep's retired. Yeah. Very sad. So that would mean Fizzerp and Sheep's would get KO'd as of now. Let's take a look though. Scandier, where is he at? He has a CP28. Fizzerp's still quite far behind, so... Ooh, damn. Very close. Sadly, Sheeps. I didn't know what happened. Oh, Morp. Big mistake. Let's take a look. Chaos, where are you at? Oh, what? Chaos and Morpio are... They're not supposed to be together. Okay. Still, crazy things are happening. Still. In the other positions. Lost Sheep's car is really nice. Yeah, he has a very sick skin, actually, now that you mention it. Okay. Chaos. Scandier. Arrow, also making a mistake. I think he actually respawned on this checkpoint. And Scandier is still a bit behind, but Fizzerp also a bit behind him, so... Wait, Scandier wasn't behind before. He's... Damn. He must have respawned as well. So hard to follow with the sometimes with the script not working. Let's take a look though. Last 3 checkpoints are coming up, which are very deciding. Actually, gonna take a look here. Lost Sheep and Arrow battling it out. They will both make it, but they cannot make a mistake. That will be very, very bad if they make a mistake here. Ooh, very tricky landing. Yo, Hazard with the insane time. The 9:48. GG to him. I believe that is Scandier. Wait, no, it's Sheeps that's out. Yeah, no, Scandier is fine. My bad, guys. Because Sheeps he retired, so he is out, but Fizzerp, yeah, it's gonna be Fizzard and Sheeps who are gonna be out right now, not Scandier. No, wait. Okay, we have indeed Sheeps and Fizzerp who are sadly gonna be knocked out. Ensure Fizzerp and Milky Way Sheeps not making it to the next round. And now things are gonna really start to heat up, because we just had a pretty wild round with insane amount of position switches. And I think people are gonna start to feel the heat now. Because right now, it's gonna be very scary to even make one mistake or one respawn, you know? It is gonna be very scary. So yeah, GG's to Fizzerp going into the water there. You know, giving players a little bit more time to recollect themselves. Because now it is gonna be scary. Wait, where's Morp? He's not in the thing. Okay. GG's. Wait, who's playing still? Okay. We're getting into the 3rd round of the KO stage. Ah, damn, your Windows crashes? That is very unfortunate, man. Ah, that sucks, dude. That is very annoying. Isn't there a way to turn off those notifications for some reason? Okay. Either way, GG, very unfortunate, sadly. We're gonna go into the next round. Big jumps from everyone. And I think that's the first time that no one makes a mistake there. So we have a very close battle. Oh, I take that back. Summers is the only one who's behind right now. And Lost Sheep also slightly scary touch there, but he's still on the platform making it. Losing about 2.5 seconds. But Summers, he is really fighting from the back, right from the start. That is going to be scary. Oh, Kevin hitting the pillar there. He's going to have to take a wide line to make this jump. Let's take a look at Bolle. Oh, look at this battle though. Everyone is so close together here in the front. Leading is Morpio. You can just see how quickly the position switches. It's very, very cool to see so many players playing the Nightcup right now. And so many players also being very well practiced on this map. Really top tier competitioning happening right now. So Scandier, he is turtling to a very, very far away checkpoint. And I think he kind of wanted to like flip his car there and then decided, nah, I'm just gonna turtle all the way there. You know, that was impressive, but he did lose a lot of time doing so. So, yeah, he is dead last right now. Summers and Lost Sheep actually. Lost Sheep in second to last. So Summers was able to catch up, regain his focus, and Lost Sheep is on the hot seat together with Scandier. And wow, just look at how far behind Scandier is with that turtling fiasco. Scandier, he does know how to drive consistent, so we will see what happens. Ooh, so close. Oh, he goes for the very fast line. That was so fast, actually. I think he must have looked at a world record replay to see how to drive all the fastest lines. Oh no, Scandier! That is so risky, going for the inside line there. And that is exactly why it's risky. You can hit your car on that little thing there. And that puts him in so far behind, actually. Yeah, look at that. 32 seconds behind first place and about 14 seconds behind second to last. Sort of Lost Sheep, so very scary. Let's see, Lost Sheep right now going for the flip. He can still make it though. Look at Summers, he's not super far ahead of him. And there's definitely chances to catch up. But Scandier, unfortunate happenings for him. I'm not sure if he will be able to, you know, regain his time. He's so far behind. Let's take a look further in the pack. We have Chaos and Bolle. Also 11. Look, actually, Bolle is, what is he, like 6th or 7th place right now? But he's still only 12 seconds behind first place, which isn't even that much. I wouldn't say that's too much, you know. Yeah. It just shows the pace, the general pace is very fast as he overtakes Chaos Hand here. Gonna take a look at the water bounce right now. Ferry and Morp are going for it, and they're both skipping. As you can see, how much faster that is actually. That is so fast. Imagine if you would water bounce there, you would go down and then go up again, and you would lose all of your speed. You're gonna lose like, I don't know, 5 to 8 seconds probably there. You're not water skipping. So yeah, obviously these guys are in a fierce battle right now. Hazard following, Kevin and Arrow also battling together with Artis. Bolle and Chaos are also battling together, so we have like a couple small islands being created here. And then we have Scandier only just now reaching the water bounce. And yeah, I think he knows it, going for the 360 there. The style points will give him those. But yeah, I think he already knows it. He accepted his fate. But yeah, Lost Sheep and Summers are in a very sick battle for the KO position. So that is definitely the battle to follow right now. Who is gonna take it, Summers or Lost Sheep? Only one can go on to the next round. Yeah, wicked. Oh, what a bad mistake from Lost Sheep, and he has, right before reaching the next checkpoint, he had to respawn because of that mistake. And now he finds himself in second to last. And so far behind actually, losing so much time with that respawn. Look, this is the place where he made a mistake, so that is such a long respawn actually. Yo, pin that pixel. This is a mod only channel, sadly. Or well, just make everyone mods actually. But damn, Lost Sheep. Oh, there is someone in front of him, and it's Arrow. Arrow making a big mistake as well. So it is gonna be close for Arrow and Lost Sheep. He still has a chance to catch up. Scandier, let's take a look. Oh, he's actually gaining a little bit. I don't think he made a mistake anytime after making the big mistake. Oh, and Lost Sheep, where is he at? Okay. Wait, yeah, Lost Sheep, he had a big respawn, and he... Wait, what? Ah, did he rage quit? No way. I think he retired. No, he retired, but he still had a chance to catch up. Oh shit. Oh man. Maybe he didn't realize that he was actually pretty close. Man, that sucks. Oof, Scandier. Unfortunate. Yeah, he was not feeling it. Maybe he did have a really big mistake or anything, but no, whoa, weird lag. You should never give up when it's not until the round is completely over, because anything can happen. Especially on a map like this, you know, it's full 10 minutes or 11 minutes of driving on all of these hard jumps, RPG style. You know, anything can happen, but that is very sad. Yeah, let's take a look at Arrow. Where is he at? Yeah, Arrow is still quite a bit in front of Scandier at this point. So I don't think there is a chance for Scandier unless Arrow absolutely messes up big time. But you know, Arrow, I think he's quite a consistent player as well. He's shown to be very fast on this map. Yeah, you see Arrow is taking a very consistent and safe approach, as he should at this point. Saw Scandier jumping onto the previous checkpoint. Oh, and Morpio setting a fucking sick time of 9:45.5, and Hazard following closely with a 9:47. Artis 56. Ferry also a 9:57. A lot of sub 10s in this round. Insane. I think when I saw the first round and I saw Hazard nearly getting KO'd, I thought he might not be super well prepared, but yeah, he's really showing it otherwise now. He's really proven himself. And yo, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so that means Lost Sheep and Scandier will sadly not make it to the next round. They will be KO'd. A lot of minus minus being written in the chat from the people who are getting KO'd. Sadly. But yeah, we're getting into the next round. So I'm gonna do a Chem 7 overview of the start. See if we can spot a mistake from anyone. So far so good actually. All are making the jump. Arrow going very much to the left, which is fast, but it can be scary. Alright, so now that we have seen the start. Oh, who was that in the back? Is it Kevin Strike? It was Bola. So yeah, at this point, no one actually made a mistake, so that is interesting to see. Wow, just look look at all the pace. You can just see when someone is going really fast if they're overtaking like 3 or 4 people there. Or all going on this tight road here, going into the vents. And you can see that if you just make a small wall touch or anything, you're already gonna lose a couple positions here. Oh, Hazard! He falls off and he has to go all the way back with his car to get enough speed. And that puts him in dead last. But yeah, it's still, I would say, like 4 or 5 seconds. 6 seconds that he lost till first place. That is nothing he can't make up, but it does put a lot of pressure on him. And we still have 2 KOs in this round. So you have to catch up not only 1 but 2 people, and Arrow making a mistake there, and Summers as well. I believe he was in Turtle. He didn't manage to get to the next checkpoint. Yeah, look at Summers. He is fighting from the back now, along with Hazard and Arrow, but still. The playing field right now is only spread over 6 seconds or 7 seconds, which is not nothing on this map, I would say. Oh, Arrow not getting the great flip there, nearly dropping to last. Oh, Bola, he made a bigger mistake, so he is 3 seconds behind Summers. Yeah, Bola made a big respawn there, so I believe he was maybe fighting for first and now he's fighting for last. Yeah, and we have a jinx coming from the chat. Chat curse. That doesn't exist, only the caster's curse. But yeah, Bola, he is known to have a very fast pace as well on this map, so I think he would be able to catch up this deficit. But yeah, you gotta be on your game. Oh, as I say that, he makes a slight clip. And Arrow has to go for the respawn, he has to go for another respawn. And that is very unfortunate. No, and Summers... Summers, he retired. Come on, guys. When will you learn? You shouldn't retire. You shouldn't give up until fighting to the last moments, man. He wasn't even in last place, Summers. Come on, man. Why do that? Yeah, they probably tilted. That is, yeah, that's true. Still, though. As we see, there's like a lot of big mistakes happening even in the later stages of the map, so I don't see a reason why you should give up, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely allowed to retire every time you want, so it's true. GG though, Summers. Well played. GG. But yeah, we still have a battle to follow though, because Arrow right now is on the last position. Oh, and what do I see there? I saw Hazard in last, making a mistake. I think he went to... I think he tried to go for the waterbound skip, which made him flip. And now he's in last. So, yeah, Hazard is not out yet, but he is in last place right now. So, Summers retired, so Summers will definitely be out. And there will be one more last player who's going to be out this round. Right now, Hazard is on that hot seat. But we have about 4 or 5 seconds in front of him. We have Arrow, who you know, isn't too comfortable either just yet, because Hazard is very known in the RPG scene for being a very good driver. So let's just hope he doesn't retire. I don't think Hazard is the type to retire, only if he knows that he can't do it anymore. He is not a quitter. Exactly. So let's actually see what Arrow is doing. Wait, he's actually quite far front. Yeah, it is actually quite a big deficit here that we're seeing. It is very unfortunate. But here, yeah, he is catching up a little bit. Yeah, he really needs to hope for a mistake from Arrow, I think, or someone else. Yeah, I think the gap is too big to catch up just by pure raw driving. He really has to bank on a mistake from someone else at this point in time. He's giving it although he's driving quite fast though. He just doesn't need to stop, and perhaps good things will happen to him. Arrow, Bulla, Kevin Strike, battling with Chaos. Very consistent drivers here in the middle of the pack. And Arrow. Yeah. You know, Hazard is catching up a little bit, but it's like only a second, and right now he's 11 seconds still behind, so it's looking kind of grim for him as well. The one and only Hazard. No, you remember the insane moment where Hazard sniped Ferry in the last round of Brawl, or the last round of like the early stages, where he won by 1,000ths or 3,000ths of a second. He's a legend for that. Yeah. He's not letting go of the gas pedal here. Also, Arrow is not, you know, he's not really showing signs of weaknesses here. He's just really driving consistent and safe lines here. Which is annoying, because I think Arrow knows that, you know, he just has to drive and finish the map without big mistakes, and then he's fine. He can, you know, afford to drive a little bit safe here, actually. Oh my god, Bulla, he had a big respawn. And he is right now on the hot seat, so Hazard, he had a the angel on his shoulders, because Bulla made a huge mistake, which puts him behind Hazard, like 5 seconds behind Hazard, I would say, to see him jump over the edge there. And Hazard is saved if he just finishes now. And Ferry with a 9:39, which is 1 second behind the world record. That is crazy. Also, Morpio driving a sick time, but look at Bulla. He's still finding himself in the hot seat, and Hazard, if he does not crash here, I think he has it. And yeah, just one more turn coming up, and there's the finish. So very, very unfortunate for Bulla. Sadly, I couldn't completely see what happened there. Very unfortunate. Hats off to Bulla though for making it that far. It is what it is, exactly. And we have the next round coming up. See, it's starting to... The pack is really starting to shrink, and it's gonna be... it's gonna be very scary to drive now. Because I could see anyone, you know, winning, basically. Anything can happen at this point. We have Artis, we have Ferry, we have Morp, we have Hazard, we have Arrow, and Kevin Strike and Chaos Hand. So no one making a mistake early on. Very good to see. We have a match and a round on our hands. Things are gonna spice up. Hazard losing a little bit of speed there. Hopefully we can like do a little bit of play-by-play or like closely like battle casting basically. And Chaos and was that Kevin? Is it Kevin? Both Chaos and Kevin tapping a little bit before getting that next checkpoint, so they're losing a couple seconds because of that. Luckily Hazard is making this jump now, so he's that's the place where he lost a lot of time before, as well as the water bounce respawn. So I think the water bounce skip is gonna be very decisive here, because some players might think that it's worth to risk it, to go for the risky strategy there. But other players be like, okay, if other players are gonna risk it, then I'm gonna save it, and if they make a mistake, then you're in a big lead. That can also be risky in itself. So we see Chaos fighting from the back, but Kevin and Arrow are also, you know, not far behind here. Hazard a little bit in front. Then we have Morp in third place, and then in first and second we have Artis and Ferry, who are pretty much even at this point. Both deciding to take the inside turn, which is a faster line that was discovered not too long ago, I think. It also sets you up better for this jump here on the left. Let's take a look at the ending pack. We still have Chaos Hand, who is in last place, but still not anything that's, yeah, it's not too far, I would say. Only a couple seconds behind. And then we have Arrow. Oh, that was actually very fast from Chaos. I think he gained... Oh, someone is behind. Who is behind? It is Kevin Strike. The myth, the man, the legend. Kevin Strike. He is behind, finding himself in last place. Very close to his teammate, Chaos Hand. What a insane display that we're seeing right here. The math, the myth, the math, the legend. Exactly. Oh, both opting to go for different lines here, taking the left and the right, which is looks quite cool actually. Oh, look at how close it is. I'm not sure which one is faster, the left or the right. Looks like Kevin is gaining a little bit though, and leaving Chaos behind him. But look at how close it is though. And then we have Hazard and Arrow also battling very closely. Look at that as well. And then we have Artis, Morp, and Ferry. I think we see a theme with these 3 players. Like, a lot of times when I go to look at the first players, we see these 3 players battling it out. As well as Hazard sometimes. And Bolla as well. So unfortunate that Bolla could sadly not make it. Artis is definitely opting for the water bounce here. And Morp and Ferry are both showing off the skip and how much time it gains. So we're gonna see how much time it gains actually. If you look at Artis' checkpoint time. Right now he's just 0.6 behind Ferry. Let's take a look. Four seconds. Oh, that was actually less than I expected. But still, 4 seconds is still a lot of time. Just by one checkpoint that you can save on every single round. Let's take a look though. Chaos and Kevin are still... Oh, Kevin made a bigger mistake. 3.5. Okay. Still though, that's quite a lot. But yeah, it is risky. But 3.5 seconds, that is a lot of time. Kevin Strike is very far behind. Very, very far behind, sadly. And Chaos is still quite close to Arrow and Hazard, who are still battling it out actually. Look at that. They've been battling for a while now. Probably like a couple minutes that they've been battling together. Hazard getting the better turnaround there. And Chaos is closely following behind in their footsteps. Let's take a look at this water bounce. You can gain, or you can get so much speed that you can skip this bounce here, but that's not what you want to do, because then you're just gonna lose a lot of time. But yeah, look at these two go, man. They're really going for it. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh no, never mind. False alarm. We still have Chaos in second last, and Kevin Strike, who is a lot further behind here. Who made this map? This map was made by Noobyzor. You can see it in the top right corner. Very talented mapper, and he also made all these... Most of the blocks that you see are custom made by him in like 3D modeling software. And it was made especially for this map. So that is very, very awesome. Pretty much everything you see is made out of custom objects that he made himself. Yeah, he made all these blocks. Very cool. He's a very talented mapper, obviously. And he works in like game design, so I think that's also why he's can make such nice looking blocks. Definitely Portal feel, exactly. Yeah, that's what I said as well. I've been working closely with the mapper for a couple months to basically improve the map and give some feedback on the driving and all that stuff. And it was really fun experience, but also hard, because I was in love with the map, and it was really hard to keep it a secret, you know, because it was such a good map. And yeah. Oh no, Arrow. Oh no, can he turtle himself to the hole? Oh, he just barely gets it. That was so scary. Oh, but look at Chaos. It is gonna get very close again, because Arrow, he doesn't look so consistent. This is not the first time that we see Arrow very shaky on that specific vent drop there. He's looking very sus in those vents. With Chaos, he has a chance to catch up and not be KO'd, because Chaos right now is on a KO position here. But it is very close, and Arrow with that little tap allows Chaos to really gain some more time, and Arrow, he is losing it and not even making very big mistakes, but that is all Chaos needed to really catch up to him. And now it's going to be very scary. It's going to be a close battle, because we are reaching the last checkpoint here. And just one mistake will lose you this Nightcup. Oh, Arrow is catching up, and it's gonna be so close. He's gonna take over Chaos Hand in the end. This turn is gonna decide everything. Oh, and it looks like Arrow is actually gonna take it in an insane battle. Holy shit. That is insane. What a battle for that KO position. And in the end, Arrow takes it, and Chaos Hand and Kevin Strike are both out. Both Milky Way players are saying goodbye to their position in the Nightcup. And welcome, Shorts. Welcome, man. How are you doing? Yeah, this map has been released for 1.5 weeks now. And this is part 1. And part 2 is coming out in about 1 or 2 weeks, actually. The next Nightcup will be held in February, which is going to be on part 2 of this map. And yeah, now we're just left with 5 players. Just 5 players left now, which means there's only going to be 1 KO. So only the last player will be knocked out of the tournament. And right now, Artis is finding himself in that very position. Oh wow, that was very fast how he got that checkpoint, but still. Doesn't matter too much, because he still has to catch up 9... wait, Arrow is actually still behind him. Damn. Wait. Yeah, Arrow is actually last right now. Maybe he's feeling still very shaky from that last round where he completely sniped Chaos Hand and took his KO spot from his nose. Yeah, Bolle is out. Bolle is, sadly, he is out. He kind of failed under the pressure. But yeah, camera on Arrow right now. Artis, what are you doing? Can he unturtle himself? Oh, it's gonna be so scary. This is exactly what Skandir did, but in that round Skandir lost about like 20 seconds doing this. Oh no, Artis. That is sad to see. And like with this mistake, that is completely fucking yourself, because you're not losing. Like, if you would just respawn right away, then there's a chance that you can catch up. But right now, you're losing 30, if not more, seconds. Let's take a look at this checkpoint, how much he lost. 45 seconds he lost on first place. So that is very sad for Artis. And he's gonna have to hope for a mistake. Which means Arrow, I'm sure that he has a shot caller of some sorts, is gonna hear that, you know, he can just save very, very easily. And just, yeah, make sure that he finishes. Wait, Morp also making a mistake. Sadly, his teammate Artis has made a way bigger mistake, so I don't think he's really feeling the pressure just yet, for Morp that is. Why do they try to unturtle? It's so much harder. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's a risk either way, you know? Like, imagine if you manage to unturtle right away, then you're not losing like over 10 seconds, but if you're not getting it right away, then you're still like trying to get it because you don't want to lose that much time, but then if you're not respawning, then it's also a risk. So I can imagine that it's a pretty hard choice to make when you're in that pressure situation, you know. We also saw Scandier doing the same, and he's a very, you know, experienced and consistent guy. He's probably had the most tournament experience out of all of these players, and he was also doing the same. Yeah. You're rooting for everyone. Nice. Everyone is a winner. Except for Artis, who is finding himself still in last position. But look at Morpio though. 33 seconds behind. That is not that little time to be behind, especially for a player like Morp. You're disappointed to be out for that kind of fills. I hope to get 7th or 6th place. Yeah, it is always kind of sad to see. I can imagine it's not very fun if you make a big mistake and that is the reason why you're out. But at the same time, that is also the very nature of this competition, you know, of this format. The RPG Nightcup is all about consistency. It's all about, you know, driving very consistent and just not making mistakes. Exactly, yeah. Especially on this map with such long respawns. Ooh, Morp is displaying us how to not do the water bounce. Hello? Can he unturtle? He can. He can. So Morp is showing us how to unturtle. Maybe Artis can learn a little bit. Oh. Oh no. That's a big F. You know, he had to go for the skip. Artis, I don't blame him. He had to go for it, but yeah, it's risky either way. And if you want to he had to try to catch up. He had to gain. He wanted to have a chance, but I think that is lights out for him officially after that mistake. Let's give a bit of viewing time to Ferry. Wait, Kevin? Oh. Ferry is no, actually not every round. He's not in first place a lot of the times actually, and I would have expected him to be. Maybe he's just waiting for him to unleash when the last couple rounds are coming closer. So Ferry actually told me that he actually has to release into that jump because he's that fast. He will skip the water bounce completely, which is insane. Quick view on Artis and Morp. Yeah, they're still quite far behind, or Artis is quite far. Oh, Morpio! Big mistake from him. Big respawn. Artis though still, he has to do the whole water bounce and stuff, but are we seeing a bit of pressure from Morpio? You know, agree. I think I would say Morp is, if not the best, if one of the best RPG players that is active right now. Morpio is definitely, I think last month or something, he reached, oh my god. He is cutting it very close. Yeah, what I was about to say, Morpio, I think he reached 50 world records on RPG maps officially, so that is a huge accomplishment for him. And I think right now he's already at like 55 after that, or like even more probably. Yeah, I believe he has the world record on Wunder 2 as well. Yeah. Yeah, I think the day that he reached 50 world records, then I talked to him a couple days after and he was like, oh, I already have like 53 world records now. So he's not stopping. The Artis is also not stopping as he's getting quite closer to his teammate. It is very scary. I think if Morpio has one more respawn, it can get very close. So actually, let's put the camera on him. See if he can ride this one home. You can actually hear Artis behind him. So we have the vent drop. Oh no. Morpio is cutting it so close, man. Now he should go very safe here, and he does. He goes absolutely the safest possible way that you can go. Look at this, Artis is only a couple seconds behind. I think we have a round, very scary round on our hands here. And that's actually quite an upset here. Quite an upset. Either way, like Artis, I would expect him to get top 3 as well. And Morpio, I would definitely expect him to get top 3. So either way, this round has been an upset so far. Let's see if Morp can hold it together. These last couple jumps can be a little bit scary. He's got it. And it's gonna be tough now. Oof. Very tight jump. You can do a little shortcut there with that jump. Wait. Arrow! We have Arrow making a big mistake and he's in last place right now. Artis is very, very close to him though, because, you know... Oh no. I was about to say we know how the last round went, where Arrow sniped Chaos Hand, but Arrow made that respawn. So that means that Artis also has an angel on his shoulders, which is called Mr. Arrow. And he's actually not finishing. That's very risky, my dude. That is very risky, my dude. Please just finish. Is he gonna wait? Is he gonna do it to him? Arrow is getting closer. I think you gotta finish. And he finishes. Okay. Oh my god. GG. What a round. What a round. Holy shit. So, 4 players left. We are very nearing the end right now. We have Ferry, Artis, Morpio and Hazard. It is kind of a team. This is kind of the squad, the RPG squad that we have usually in the Nightcups. I think we had a similar squad on the previous Nightcup, apart from Ferry, I think, where he didn't play. And Ferry, right now, speaking of the devil, is in first place, as he is the world record holder as well. And we have a mistake from Artis and Ferry as well. He flips his car. Let me put him to spec, actually. Arrow, Arrow, where you at? Force. I was so scared to force someone else on accident. But yeah. Artis is finding himself in last place. Yeah, imagine forcing Ferry, man. Holy shit. It would be very, very bad. Yeah, Artis is a bit behind. Then we have Ferry. And then we have Hazard close with Morpio. Still though, it's not too far. It's still 6 seconds between everyone. Yeah, he left. He left the server now because he wasn't able to spectate. Either way, let's take a look. Ferry is actually going for the safer route here. I saw him practice all the time. I saw him practice this pipe jump where he, instead of going straight, he jumped from this part straight onto this pipe. And he was actually very consistent at it, but he's deciding not to go for it actually. That is interesting. Ah, there were a limit of 20 spectator slots. I see. Interesting. So many spectators. Holy shit. Alright, RT's going for that jump. Not the fastest, but he did manage to get it. You can also turtle your car there, which is very bad. Let's take a look. Very making his jump. Hazard dropped down a little bit, allowing Morpio to take him over. Then we have these couple bumpers. And oh, Ferry barely got it. Yeah, definitely. Artis is very close behind. This is nothing set in stone at all. It is still quite a close battle. 7 seconds on this map. I mean, you guys have seen it already. That is nothing. And this barrel can be very scary. Hazard getting a little bit of a slowdown, which allows Ferry to take up that second position. And look at that drift from Ferry. That is so fast, man. So risky. Ah, look, Hazard actually opting to go for the right strat and then jumping to the left, while Ferry goes only on the left. Yeah, that drift is so scary, man. Into that vent. Drifting there, so precise. I don't think I've ever landed that drift, to be honest. No Hazard jinx allowed. Let's take a look at Artis. He's losing a bit more seconds now. You know, if you're last place, you want to catch up seconds. You don't want to lose seconds. And that is exactly what Artis is doing. Ooh. Scary. Oh, I thought it was going to clip with not enough speed, but he barely makes it. I just love this view, seeing all these players drive up to the dam there. Very cool. That is just such a joy to drive, actually. It feels so weird because in Trackmania you don't have blocks which are that huge, you know, and that steep as well. It's a very, it feels very unique to drive. And the mapper really did a good job with this. Oh, is he opting to go for the water bounce? I think he should. Oh my god, so close. It was so close hitting the wall. Barely not hitting the wall. So we have Ferry, who is in first, and Morpio and Hazard, who are battling it out for second place. Artis is 11 seconds behind, and just 6 seconds behind his teammate Morpio. So that is still, yeah, not that bad, I would say. Definitely not a place to give up right now. You gotta give everything. Gotta be on your top game right now and not make any mistakes. And we follow this battle between Hazard and Morpio. Things are starting to really heat up at this point. Quick hydration. Ooh, Ferry also made a slight mistake, so look at this, they're actually battling it out. 3 people battling it out for first place. Yeah, indeed, Ferry did respawn when I took a sip. Exactly. Yeah, casting Nightcup is definitely a tough toll on your voice, especially because I'm casting it by myself. Normally I would have a co-caster. I'm starting to feel that throat pain, you know. Oh, Hazard making a mistake, and Artis catches up. Hazard is finding himself in last place, and we have a big battle on our hands, and he's choking. He's making that mistake again, which loses him so much time. The jinx is here. Exactly. So, that means Hazard is now 16 seconds behind first place, and quick maths, 8 or 9 seconds behind Artis. So he really has to step up. He does gain a second there, but 8 seconds is, you know, I wouldn't say it's a lot, but to get that in raw pace, that is tough. So Artis has to focus on not making a mistake here. We have seen him fall a little bit under the pressure in the previous rounds, but he got saved with an angel on his shoulder. But right now, is there an angel on his other shoulder? It looks like so far it is. Hazard is not the one who gives up fast though. And he is not really gaining. He's actually lost a second again in this checkpoint. And there he gained it again. Hazard. It's not over yet, guys. It is not over until it's over. As we see, oh, yeah, I thought Fairy was actually in front, but it was, I got tricked by his name tag. Let's see, Artis is actually gaining on Morpio. I think he made a slight mistake there. Yeah, Morpio is 9 seconds behind Fairy right now, and Artis is going for the slightly riskier strat there. It wasn't very fast. Hazard though is lurking from the back with just 7 seconds behind. Can he do it? Yeah, that is actually a good point to note that Fairy, this is actually his first Nightcup that he plays. Yeah, that is actually insane. His first RPG competition that he ever played, he completely crushed everyone. And now, his first RPG Nightcup that he plays, he's already made top 4 and he's not looking to stop. Ooh, Hazard, that's very fast. Good lines here from Hazard. But yeah, it is still not enough. Put the camera on Artis because it's his round to lose pretty much. I think he has this in the bag. Oh, he's actually opting for the left pipe here. Oh my god, that's so fast. Dude, that might actually be the fastest line. But yeah, Hazard, he finds himself in 4th place. GG to him. And it's kind of a theme that Hazard always gets 4th place, by the way. That is unfortunate. GG to him. And with that, we have our top 3 decided. Fairy, Morpio, and Artis are all in the money right now. Because we are playing for a prize pool, mind you. 100 euros split over these 3 players. So they are all in the money. The winner takes 50. I believe. So yeah, let's follow this battle. We have one round, this round being played, and then after we have the last final round between the 2 players. Let's take a look. I have no idea. I can never predict the how this round would be played out. Because these players are so fast. Yeah, what are your predictions? Everyone in the chat. Who's taking 1st, 2nd, and 3rd? Who do you have in your predictions? Ooh, Fairy is so fast. You can just see him gaining a little bit over Artis and Morp, who are one of the best RPG players out there. He's still just gaining. Ferry is known to drive absolutely 100% risk. Will it pay off or will it bite him in the back? That is the question. Prediction is Morb, Ferry, Artis. Ferry, Morb, Artis. Yeah, interesting, interesting. Oh, look at that. Artis going quite fast over the pipes there. And look at this battle. Driving so close, no one making big mistakes. No one really making any mistakes. It's just like very slight, you know, time gains or time losses. But no mistakes so far, at least. Such an insane round that we have on our hands. Yeah, that is a good point. Artis actually won the previous Nightcup. So can Artis defend his title between these two titans that are right now in front of him, Ferry and Morp? I would say Ferry and Morpio are definitely the most well practiced on this map. They both took the practice very, very seriously. Especially Ferry. He really, I think he has something to prove right now. You know, Morp has proved himself plenty of times. With Ferry, he's basically in love with this map. And he really, really wants to win. As you know, or maybe not, this map was played during the RPG Brawl with a different version that was actually quite different. And Ferry, he was really in love with that map. But sadly he could not really play it because everyone always banned him. But it was his favorite map. And now he has a chance to, you know, show what he's worth on this map. And right now, he is really fighting for it. Yeah, Ferry was indeed 24/7 on the server, practicing. Yeah, Ferry was just that scary on that map. So, how that tournament worked, you had a map pool of, I think, 7 maps, and then every player could ban a map. Could choose to not play a single map. And because Ferry was so scary, everyone just banned Concrete versus him. Yeah, true, like, it was also because Concrete was the scariest map out of the pool and the hardest map, so no one really, or a lot of players didn't really like to play that map. But yeah, that is sad for Ferry because he loved to play that map. Yeah, and this version is indeed much easier than that version. It is longer though. Oh, Artis. Artis, it's so scary to see him, you know, being so close to the wall because it looks like he's gonna smash. But yeah, Morp and Ferry are both pretty much tied. Just 0.1 between these two players. Artis 6 seconds behind. I'd say it time and time again, every round, anything can happen. At this point, Ferry and Morp are so fast, and I think they live under the pressure, man. They're quite used to this pressure. So it is going to be interesting to see unfold what will happen. He's still 6 seconds behind. Oof. Very close jump there. As you can see, Artis is going very fast actually. He's just not gaining because his opponents are going so fast as well. Kinda want to put the camera back on to Morpio and Ferry because they are very close to each other. My lighting feels very different from mine. Yeah, I tried to fix it. I even tried to reinstall my game, but for some reason my textures or my game, it looks very bad compared to other games, and this is completely max settings as well. So it's very I don't know what's up with that. Very weird. Alright, let's focus on the match. We have still no big change actually. We have Ferry and Morp still in the front, while Artis is still losing slightly. Now he's 7 seconds behind. So it is very scary that one single mistake can change the outcome of this round completely. So you have to remember that. There is very long respawns on this map, as we saw before. That can completely change the dynamic of a round. Ferry taking a slight lead over Morpio. 1 second. RT still 7.7 seconds behind now. Part 2 is also around 10 minutes. I believe so, yeah. I think it's around 10 minutes as well, because this map has 34 checkpoints and the whole map has 70 checkpoints. So we cut it right in the middle. Well, almost in the middle. Yeah, I used to have a GTX 970 actually, but now I have a newer card. But I have no idea why it's looking like this, to be honest. It's not like I have the oldest graphics card or anything. I have a 260 or 2060. I even tried to reinstall my game, change my settings in NVIDIA control panel and stuff, but sadly it didn't help. Which is sad because, you know, I'm streaming and casting the game and I would like to show this map in how it actually looks in its full potential with high settings. But yeah, let's focus on the match. We have Artis still on that last place, and I really wonder what times Ferry and Morpio are gonna set, because they have not really made mistakes. Oh, except for Morp though, who is now 3 seconds behind. And Ferry is just on a massive run. I'm sure must be, I don't know. I'm not gonna guess, but like a 9. Let's stop 950, I bet. Dude, what is his time actually? What the fuck is this time, guys? What is this time? What is this? What? Man's just set a 9:39.8. in the second last round. What the fuck? Insane. Absolutely insane. And with that, Morpio gets second, Artis gets third. Which means we have our 2 final players. Who is gonna win? Is it gonna be Ferry or is it gonna be Morpio? Place your bets now. We're gonna get straight into it. And now it's going to be interesting. Now we only have one battle to follow. Only one battle that matters. And that is between the Ensure player versus the Milky Way player. Both players are definitely the most deserving of winning this, because they have practiced so much. They've put so much time into their preparation. Ferry, only his first Nightcup. Already getting either first or second at this point. Insane performance by him, and it's already gaining a couple milliseconds over Morpio, and he just barely managed to save that very sketchy drift. He does lose, I think, about a second or maybe a second and a half on that, but he regains his composure. Yeah, 1.4 seconds behind, and he does regain that composure, which is very important. Because if he touched just a tiny bit more, he would have gotten a huge slowdown there, I think. And now he's actually gaining again. Oh, very scary landing. That can be a very scary landing in the vents. And now we have just Morpio already gaining a couple milliseconds over Ferry. Oh my god. Morpio with a huge mistake out of the vents. Touching there, feeling the pressure big time, because that is not something you would usually make a mistake at. Finds himself 10 seconds behind Ferry. That is a huge deficit. A huge deficit. And that really relieves a lot of pressure from Ferry. But, you know, knowing Ferry, he must have a shot caller that tells him Morpio just made a 10-second mistake, but what will that do with Ferry's mental? Will that just make him chill, or will it just continue to keep on risking? Oh my god. Ferry with a big mistake, big respawn. And now they're actually almost tied again. What a round. And now they're exactly even. 0.042 in between those those players. And we have a massive battle right now. What is this? What is this? And welcome, Astro. We are just witnessing a very insane round. Let me get a quick overview of this. Both players opting for different sides here, which is interesting. I don't think anyone is faster over the other. And there, look at this battle, man. I couldn't have asked for anything more than this. It is so close. Morpio is slightly in the lead now. This landing is going to be very important. Oh, both getting a bit of a slowdown, but Morp got a slightly worse slowdown. And oh, but Morp getting a better drift into the vents. And now they're both taking the left side here. Morp slightly in the lead, but just 0.1 or 0.2 difference in between these players. Very, very insane round. Morpio actually extending that lead here. Just 0.5. And man, we're only halfway through this map and it's already so tight and so much tension between these two. Ferry is gaining again. Just 0.2 again. Oh my god, Ferry is going for the very low jump there. And you can see that he's slightly gaining a little bit on... Look, he's gaining. He's taking over the lead. Let's see who gets a better landing here on the hill. And they are pretty much even. Morpio getting like a couple kilometers faster there. And now we're getting to the water bounce. Are they both going to go for the skip? I believe they're both going to go for the skip. Let's take a look. Oh, Ferry actually might not have enough speed. Oh, he does. And he goes for it. And they both get it. But Morpio with a lot worse landing. Losing a lot of time there. Ferry looks like he had a little bit of the more consistent strategy there. And look at the difference between those two. I think Morp is definitely... It's definitely faster, how he landed, than going for the water bounce. But still, he did have a very shaky landing there. And now he finds himself 2 seconds behind. 2 seconds suddenly sounds like a lot between these two players, even though it's not that much. It's not that much really. We still have a full 5 seconds of this map coming up. Saying GG in the chat, that is very premature. Ooh, a bit shaky by Morp, but he does have a very nice setup for this. Oh, going These drifts are so tight, and they're executing it perfectly. So insane to see. Ferry gets the turnaround, not the fastest actually. Morp also getting the turnaround. Finds himself 2.6 seconds behind. And Morp, oh, such a tight jump, and he crashes into the wall. It was a little bit too tight for comfort, and honestly, that is a very big respawn. That is such a huge respawn, and I'm actually gonna put the camera on Ferry because it is his map to lose now. Morpio will not be able to catch up to Ferry if Ferry does not make a mistake. It is all in Ferry's hands right now. Can he, falter? Will he falter to the pressure, or can he, stay consistent here? It is all in his hands. He's going very tight here. Make that jump. We're gonna keep the camera on him. It will be a very close battle. Like very, very scary to be in this position actually if you're Ferry, because you know that you can just win by not making a mistake, but that might give you a lot of pressure actually. We're gonna see. We're gonna follow him. Get that jump into the vents. Getting a very fast exit actually. And he's still going fast. He's still going Ferry style, you know. Driving. Oh man, that is such a fast strat. I have not even seen that. Like really wiggling his car to get that full speed and full speed slowdowns to go for that turnaround. And Ferry, he is reaching the last 5 checkpoints. He is 5 checkpoints away from winning the Nightcup. Winning his first Nightcup on his favorite map in the RPG title pack. He is so close. He can nearly taste the victory at this point. And now he just needs to make sure that he drives very safe, but he doesn't. He just risks it. Goes for the very fast landing there, but he just managed to get it perfectly. And with that, he's probably extending his lead even more. Let's take a quick look as they drive beside each other. They wave to each other on that downhill. He's driving very fast, exactly. He only has a couple checkpoints coming up, and then he will taste the victory. He will taste the $50. He's opting for actually a bit of a safer landing there, which is completely fine. Going for the cut here onto the right platform. And he definitely has enough speed for that jump. All a bit sketchy, but he is completely fine. Just a couple turns left. Hops on the tube. And he has got it. With that, Ferry takes the RPG Nightcup number 26 on concrete by Noobyzor. Big GG. And insane rounds we saw here. It was a very fun Nightcup. Thanks everyone for playing. Huge show up actually. We saw 31 players playing the Nightcup, which is way more than we're used to, so it's very, very cool to see. And yeah, again, big GG to everyone. To obviously Ferry taking the first place, Morp taking second, Artis taking third, and everyone else who managed to get a podium position, managed to qualify. And even if you didn't manage to qualify, big GG to you, and thanks for playing.